Mr. Speaker. You know, sometimes we are so engrossed in chasing life that we forget some of the most beautiful things are what happened in our culture. And interestingly enough, some still do happen. But they're happening quietly in our different counties, in our different communities, and we're not celebrating enough. Yet some of these things are the very thing that can help bring jobs, that can help bring foreign exchange even to the counties. I remember, about 3 or 4 years ago, being in Shemakoko, in Vihiga, and watching when the young men go into the forest for their circumcision rites, and when they come out, the amount of color and pomp that happens on the streets was absolutely amazing. And I remember thinking, why can't this be an annual thing where even us, when we're in Makueni, we can say, this month we have to go to Shemakoko. And we all, you book rooms and you go there and you celebrate with them as they celebrate the cultural practices that happen, every year. Imagine if we had that level of expression of our culture, where we intermingle, and in the process we are creating jobs, in the process we are entrenching our very own cultural practices to our young people, so that we don't forget these things. They become part and parcel of our lives and enrich us in our modern day scenario. And Mr. Speaker, when we talk about celebrating our heroes, our local heroes, this is also very important, because our local heroes in our communities played very critical roles. And they will remind us certain things about, why they were heroes at that time. And, every community has their heroes. They were their leaders. They did great things. In the turn of the century, they were there to guide, communities as, life was changing at the time when the colonial rule came. And these are things I believe we really must celebrate. And I look forward to a day when, you have these cultural facilities in every county or in every region. If not necessarily every county, at least every region. Like you find Lower Eastern, you'll find a center that will celebrate the culture of the Akamba people. Or you go to the coastal region and you find a center that celebrates people from the coastal region and give their history and give, writings about these people. It's interesting that for us, like the Akamba people, a lot of the writings were done by then, people like Dr. Ludwig Krapf, who had come as missionaries, or they were, the explorers who wrote about us. Not enough by ourselves. And we're saying the time is here that we need to account for our time. Our stories should not be written by other people. Our stories should be written by ourselves, because that is the best way that we can transfer, whether it is knowledge and history and culture, to our younger generation, so that we don't keep saying that our young people are missing something. So, Mr. Speaker, this motion is speaking to this, that we need to do, and as usual, the national government in the Ministry of Culture, they need to really pick up on some of these things and give the guidance that is needed. But even the counties, even before even the national government does anything, the counties should be seized of this. And we should begin to see some action in that sense that is happening.